not even at each metal rod is there a 2x4, but there are at most of them. So that is the best place to stop and wait for somebody to come down. It's perfectly okay, and it's much more relaxing and it's totally fine if there's 2 people on a 2x4. Inside the cables, it's pretty slick, and that's why we take it one section, 2x4 to 2x4, right? So we'll get up to the 2x4, take a breath, look at what the next section, and all you have to do is just one section at a time. For me, I'm gonna have to take breaks or find my pace. It's steep. So, you know, you have to find your speed, take your breaths, and that's why we want to try to adjust, you know, fastest up front, slowest in the back. It's really slick on the rock because many people have walked the cables and made it smooth. So I've mentioned it before when Babette was asking questions. If you just climb straight footed, right, you can see I'm taking a step. I just have the ball of my foot and my toes on the rock. That's a very small amount of rubber considering the whole of my shoe. If I turn my foot sideways, look, I step up, I've got all of my rubber on. And so we want to utilize that sticky surface, our rubber, as much as possible. So the duck-footed or frog is a more effective way to get traction. The other way to do it, it's easier for taller people, harder for shorter people, is if you can pull up on the cables, it'll push your feet and your rubber into the ground to cause friction and hold you more tightly. Make sure everything's safe in your pockets. If something does fall off of you, do not go after it.
Like
that's about the only way you're probably going to hurt yourself. It's the most likely thing is you drop something and your glasses come off and you reach and you're like, lose your balance or something. Otherwise, most likely you're too scared to let go because you're terrified and you're holding on so tight. I can express that if you are holding on, white knuckling the entire time, you're gonna get tired in your hands. So the ideal, and this goes for anything climbing, is you want to grab the cables only as tight as you need, right? If you over grip, you get fatigued. Your fingers and then your forearm muscles are some of the smaller parts of your body. And so rather than pulling yourself up, if you can use your legs as much as possible to drive yourself up.
The muscles are bigger.
Yeah, your muscles are bigger here, you'll fatigue less than if you're trying to pull yourself up the whole time. Most likely with all of you, it's going to be some combination of both. And then when we come down, you can come down face forward, or you can come down backwards, which is generally the preferred method with people who are a little freaked out. And we can talk about that one. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Good.
Cool. Let's do it.